Hey, what's good, YouTube subscribers? How y'all doing today? It's your boy MG5 back again with another sports video. And y'all already know what we got to talk about, man. Y'all already know we've been covering this March Madness since it started. And hey, we got to talk about the Sweet 16. We got to talk about the Sweet 16. And I'm going to be real. If y'all tuned into my last video, I'm gonna be honest, you know what I'm saying? There's some matchups that I got for the Sweet 16, but not really like that, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot wrong, but there are some schools that I called that would be in the Sweet 16, and I actually got some matchups, UConn versus San Diego State, I got that matchup. I believe Illinois versus Iowa State, got that matchup. And any other matchups, so I feel like that I got Marquette versus North Carolina State, called that one. And Duke versus Houston. You know what I'm saying? Duke versus Houston. Everything else, I either got, I got the team in there. Or, but we didn't get the matchups. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get the matchups. But anyways, y'all know how we do things around here. Got to give y'all my breakdowns, my thoughts, and my final predictions for the Sweet 16 coming up and the Elite Eight. We might as well talk about the Elite Eight also. So with that being said, let's get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? For the first game that we have, Clemson and Arizona. That's going to be a big basketball game right there. All of these games are going to be big. But with this Clemson versus Arizona one, honestly, I did not think Clemson was going to win their last game. But they came through, man. They came through. That little zone that they be running or that man zone that they be doing, it's tough. It's tough, y'all. It's tough. But they're taking on Arizona. I think Arizona's going to go really far this year. And I got Arizona winning this basketball game. You know what I'm saying? I got Arizona winning this basketball game. It's going to be tough for them, but I do believe they will beat Clemson. You know what I'm saying? So I got Arizona over Clemson. Arizona going to the Elite Eight. And, hey, we'll see what's up, man. We'll see what's up. The next game that we got is San Diego State versus UConn, the national championship rematch. Hey, I called this matchup for the Sweet 16, and as much as I want to go with the underdogs, man, I want to say San Diego State so bad, but UConn looks so good. Man. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary, y'all. I'm going to be real. It's kind of scary. So, yeah, I don't really want UConn to 2-peat, but they might mess around and 2-peat. We'll see. They're coached very well. The thing is with San Diego State, we know they have one of the best defenses in the country. I just don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to go with UConn over San Diego State on this one, y'all. And that one's tough, man. But I got UConn over San Diego State. Then the next matchup that we have, Alabama versus North Carolina. Alabama, man. Alabama, yo. Now, this might be the best game of the Sweet 16. Out of all the matchups in the Sweet 16, this one might be the best one. Alabama has a tough defense, and we already know about North Carolina. Hey, look, I'm going to be real, y'all. I haven't watched all the teams play, but I watched most of them. North Carolina and Arizona are like the two best schools that I've seen with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? With my own eyes. But for this one, Alabama, North Carolina, that's going to be a very tough game. Alabama's defense is real. I like what Alabama's been doing, but I'm going to go with North Carolina, but barely. I got North Carolina over Alabama. And I'm not too sure about that one, but I'm gonna go with North Carolina over Alabama. Then we have Iowa State versus Illinois. Iowa State versus Illinois. This one is gonna be a great matchup right here, and Illinois is actually better than I thought. Illinois is real. And I've already known about Iowa State, watching them play in the Big 12 and stuff like that. So, hey, and you know what? Shout out to the ACC conference. They out here balling. North Carolina balling, Clemson balling. All these guys, man, all these schools out here balling. I ain't gonna lie. So shout out to the ACC. You know what I'm saying? But Illinois and Iowa State, I'm gonna go with Iowa State. And with that being said, with those potential with those potential matchups, this is what I got from my Elite Eight. Arizona versus North Carolina, UConn versus Iowa State. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see. And moving on to the games for Friday, we have North Carolina State and Marquette. Ooh, I told y'all about North Carolina State. North Carolina State, the dark horses, they're still my dark horse, and they going to be taking on Marquette. I think Marquette's a very good, they're a good basketball team, but they barely been winning. They barely been beating their opponents, but they still been winning. North Carolina State has been on this big run, and I'm still going to go with the dark horse on this one. I have North Carolina State upsetting Marquette. North Carolina State upsetting Marquette. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. And the next big game that we have is Gonzaga versus Purdue. Gonzaga, man. They knocked out my Kansas Jayhawks. I don't know what happened with Kansas, man. We was winning in the first half. We was up 44-43 at the end of the first half, and then the second half, man, it was a gunfight, man. It was a shootout, and we ran out of bullets, man. Gonzaga just kept shooting, and our clip was empty, man. I don't know what happened, but shout out to my Kansas Jayhawks. We'll be better next season, man. We'll be better next year. But anyways, Purdue versus Gonzaga. Honestly, I kind of think, I'm going to be real, I think Gonzaga has a chance of beating Purdue, especially they have a really good point guard and who facilitates, and he's a real floor general. If Gonzaga's shooting lights out, they'll win the game. But the thing is with Purdue, they can slow the game down. Purdue can slow the game down. They can control the boards with their big man. And I'm going to go with Purdue. I am a little bit salty about us losing to Gonzaga, so I'm going to go with Purdue. But don't be surprised if there's an upset in this one, y'all. Do not be surprised if Gonzaga wins this game. Gonzaga always finds a way to go on a deep run, and we'll see. I'm going to go with Purdue, but don't be surprised if Gonzaga wins. And the next game, this is actually a matchup that I had, Duke versus Houston. I called this one, Duke versus Houston. And, yeah, man, I'm going to roll with Houston. I'm going to be real. I believe Duke is a very good basketball team. I'm going to go with Houston because they are my pick to win the national championship. Houston is my pick. A matter of fact, I might as well just get straight to the cut because we'll see what happens. I filled out my bracket. I got Houston versus Arizona in the national championship, but we'll see. I could be wrong, but Houston is my pick to win it all. So I have Houston beating Duke in a very close game. I like Houston. I think they have multiple guys that can get off. And the thing is, man, that they have a nice little starting five, and then they have a nice little rotation. Their last game they barely won, you know what I'm saying, in overtime, but they had guys come off the bench and step in to get the dub. So I like Houston over Duke, but it will be a close game. And if Houston, the thing is about Houston, they did give up a big lead. If they do that against Duke, they could be in trouble. Duke can win that game if Houston gives up a big lead. Houston has to execute and they have to close the show. But I got Houston beating Duke. And then the last game for the Sweet 16, we have Creighton versus Tennessee. Now, I'm going to be real. I thought Texas was going to, go further into in the tournament. But Tennessee's defense is real. And those guys are real over there, man. I got to give respect to Tennessee. They're real. But Creighton is real. They got, it seems like everyone can shoot on Creighton. It seems like everybody can shoot on that team. So we'll see. This will be a good ball game. If Creighton is making threes, then that can change the game. But I do believe Tennessee has the defense and they can get out and run. I'm going to go with Tennessee. And with that, our potential Elite Eight matchups will be North Carolina State versus Houston, Purdue versus Tennessee. So look, man, we got some great matchups, and I might as well just give y'all my Elite Eight predictions if it goes that far. If we get Arizona versus North Carolina, I have Arizona over North Carolina. Now, I'm going to be real. Arizona, they usually choke in big games, and if they play North Carolina like how I think they are going to, then I don't know. That's a 50-50 game. North Carolina is real, and I just personally feel like Arizona could choke up that game. But I'm going to go with Arizona over North Carolina just because that's what I filled out on my bracket. And then for the next matchup, UConn versus Iowa State. UConn versus Iowa State, that one's tough, man. But I'm going to go with the upset. I got Iowa State beating UConn. Look, hey, I'm going to go with the upset. Iowa State beating UConn. You know what I'm saying? So that would make it Iowa State versus Arizona in the Final Four. Now, that's a bold statement right there. UConn is real, and they are the best team in the country. But anything can happen in this tournament. Anything can happen. Hey, it's only one game, and I'm going to go with Iowa State over UConn, y'all. Real talk. Now, with those other potential matchups, North Carolina State versus Houston, I love North Carolina State. I love the underdog story. They are my dark horse, but I believe the Elite Eight will be their final ride. I got Houston over North Carolina State. You know what I'm saying? And then, I got Houston over North Carolina State. I think that would be a great matchup. And if North Carolina State gets through Houston, they might win it all. That big man they got, man, that dude be taking over the game. He can facilitate. He can post you up. He got nice little moves. He can move for a big guy, man. But we'll see. I got Houston over North Carolina State. And then Purdue versus Tennessee. I'm going to go Purdue. Purdue is real. Maybe I got to give them respect. Purdue, just like Arizona, they're usually a team that usually chokes in these big games. Purdue and Tennessee. I'm going to go with, that one's tough. I think Tennessee has a defense that can actually stop Purdue a little bit. That one's tough. I'm going to go with Tennessee. So with my Final Four matchups right here, y'all, Tennessee versus Houston, you know what I'm saying? Arizona versus Iowa State. That's what I got right there. And y'all already know, I already gave y'all my rundown who I got in my bracket for the national championship. Houston versus Arizona. So we will see. Hey, man, I love March Madness. I love college basketball. March is the best time for basketball for, at any level. You see the NBA's heating up right now. And college is on fire. So, I can't wait, and we'll see what happens, y'all. We'll see what happens. And make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know who y'all got winning this weekend or, for these games, for the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. And we'll see what pops off, man. We'll see if your boy MG5 can get these right. But anyways, y'all stay up, y'all stay up, y'all stay blessed. Make sure y'all hydrating. Make sure y'all stretching out there. And until next time, fellas, until next time.